Hello, I'm Andy, and here is a program called What Are You Good For? You born on the 4th of January. What are you good for? You are a genius. You are good for things which are inventive, changing the world with information technology. And you will do well in anything to do with real estate. And you could take selling real estate into new heights of promoting the ways you will teach people to promote their properties, whether it's to do with vegetable growing or anything to do with farming, or whether it's got to do with buildings. The real estate business will be very lucky for you, and you'll find new ways of how to promote yourself being in that business. You could be a very interesting politician, but a very rebellious one who will get yourself into trouble again and again with the party you represent or with the legal areas that rule your country regarding politics because you are basically a rule breaker. And this rule breaker that you are, you can choose certain occupations for yourself. Be a great writer, be a great thinker, the areas of audiovisual, movies, TV production. That's going to be something you'll do marvelously differently. The key word is differently because you are a different person who will look for occupations which are not normal. Sometimes you will create an occupation for yourself, whether it's astrology, whether it's inventive of electronics, whether it's engineering, whether it's being a great chef. You will come up with and formalize new rules in everything that you want to do. And you're good for that because you are a changer. You are a person who changes the rules of what is in the past and looks for new ways of inventiveness. Some of these, I'm worried, may be too far ahead of your time. You understand what you create and invent, but you have to be careful that others may not. So people born on the 4th of January are good for many things, but they show sometimes very little results, especially in the earlier phase of their lives, because they have no research and they move out and do things spontaneously. And that means doing things without any kind of support or any kind of backing. You'll be a person who will be very daring in what you do, an inventor of some kind, an adventurer of some kind. You will not care for boundaries, whether financial boundaries or capability boundaries. You will go for it. Well, it all depends on your whole horoscope, which would be made on your date of birth, the whole date of birth, and the time of birth, and most importantly, looking at your palms. You have many creative planets. So the business of show business, whether it's the movies, the TV production, whether it's the writing skills, all these are waiting for you to happen. You could be a unique politician, but this politics may get you into trouble because you will remain a rule breaker and you won't have that continuity of support very easily. So be careful. If you are in politics, you need to have partnerships which will make you more stable and think long term because you'll be a short term thinker. But you'll be extremely lucky where land is concerned. You could be a person who can develop businesses for yourself. And you could be a great promoter, promoting anything that you are capable to promote that people want you to promote for them. You'll be able to do it, coming up with ideas which are so out of this world. And yes, you are good for many things. Sometimes the trouble is too many things. You will try your hand, and anything may interest you at any time. And you will lose interest in things that you're supposed to continue doing at any time. So that's the weak part of you. So try to have continuity as much as possible. Don't chop and change. But you will be in the industry of chop and change because the business of information technology is all about chop and change. So you will suit that very well. So you, that's kind of an explorative person, that adventure of the universe. That's what the internet is all about. And use the internet and get these apps going. You're going to make a name for yourself one fine day which is going to make you a leader of many, many ways. So, yes, you're good for many things. I will teach you how to communicate and connect with your soul, and you'll be good for that in many ways of exploring the future, making your intuitiveness come to life, bringing the third eye to be open, making your aura shine so that that glamour that you want, that favoritism you look for, that wanting to be famous that you seek, you will get all that because that's all that you want, all that I can see. You have a problem about self confidence. And because of this self confidence, which is very low, these inferiority complexes can show up. And when they show up, you get intimidated by what you are doing. You lose confidence, you panic, you scatter around, and everything falls to bits. You have to put your finger on where these inferiority complexes lie in you because they are a hindrance. They are obstructing for what you are good at to be really coming out. So you find that out. I have a 90-minute session based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, especially looking at your palms, very important as well. And we could get into all that. You will change your mind a lot because your levels of creativity are never at still. So this longevity of doing things is weak. You will chop and change again. These words chop and change keep coming back. And you will look at things in a new way every single time. And that will delay the finalization of your plans. That's the worry. You'll be on and on exploring deeper and deeper without showing that end result which people are waiting for. So you have to, while you are quick at doing things, also produce quick results. Not just quick to start, but somehow cannot finish. Yes, born on the 4th of January, you are capable for many things. You could be a great sportsman or a great sportswoman, and you'll be able to find that superiority because you simply be born a different person. And that superiority of being born a different person makes you the most unusual person in the game of sport of any kind. And that's how you could easily make a name for yourself. You are in outstanding position. You are in an outstanding position because you look at things differently, not as the same as everybody else. But that makes teamwork. That makes teamwork very poor. So you will end up a one-man show all the time. And when people wonder, what are you good for? You will look around and say, I'm good for many things, but I can't get the support to finish them and get things going. So you have to get your partnerships to be better and better. And that way you'll have the formation of things. You have a large ego, and that ego is something which will take away the partnership. So improve the ego so that you will have more tolerance and more teamwork with people. Don't be a lone player all your life. You'll have limitations creating for yourself. So be a partnership and move forward. I've seen many people born on the 4th of January. When they start to understand partnership, when they start to believe that others can also do what they're doing, then they become larger and bigger. Otherwise, they handle everything themselves and there's no room for growth. And that's my worry. In the area of job and business, you are capable of fitting in anywhere because you're such an adaptable person for that. In romance and marriage, you are a problem because you're a loner basically. And so a partnership like marriage and romance will have its failings. So the later in age that you marry would be safer for you. In terms of health, I'm worried of appendicitis, things that come unexpectedly, things that come out of the blue, health-wise can bother you. And you're also very accident prone as well. And you'll have problems, for example, like suddenly a heart issue now and then, suddenly a stomach issue now and then. You will see doctors. They will have difficulty to putting their finger on it because you have a health situation, a health base, which is very difficult for them to fathom. But when we do this 90-minute session, you and I will then go into that area of health for you. And you will make a list for you, which you should show doctors so that you can guide them to know where your health problems really, really lie. Yes, I can do that for you. And I will show you how to link yourself to your soul. It's already there in you. How do you activate the energies? I will teach you. And once you can do that, then we get the third eye in you, which is right now dormant, quiet, sleeping, how to activate it. And with the third eye activation, you will be able to do things that you hear about people doing out of this world stuff. And also, I will look at your palms and I'll talk to you about money luck as well, because you'll always be interested in making quick, fast money. Yes, the stock market. Yes, the Forex. Yes, the Bitcoin. You will love that. And you will also love casinos and lotteries because it's an excitement for you. And so I will show you all that, how to fathom it, how to play lotteries as well, how to formulate your own personal lottery numbers as well. Well, you born on the 4th of January. You are a different person. You have to worry about your temper. If that breaks up partnerships or makes people difficult to deal with you. So always take the soft approach with your words at least. Secondly, with your actions if possible. And tell yourself your level of communication is very scientific, very data kind. So you need to also explore the communications with people as well, not with just like a robot with robots. Yes, you'll be a robotic inventor one day, I can see. So you have a wonderful horoscope that will keep exploring knowledge all your life. Here's my email. Send me this email if you would like to have a 90-minute session with me to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And as I said, all the things I mentioned, I will teach you. And also your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. And I'll show you how to tackle your next 9 years so that you can get the best out of them. Well, you're born on the 4th of January. You have something special going for you. You need guidance. You need guidance in terms of valuing your passion and your energy. And that's how you become very famous one day. I look forward to meeting you one day. Until then, go for it. What are you good for? You're good for a lot in this world. Just get your thinking right and get your formation of plans right. And don't go too much into the future. Once you get too far out, there's no coming back. You'll be lost. Until we meet one day, I wish you a good life. Thank you. Goodbye.